What's going on, everyone? Forz here. Now, today I got an interesting theory I wanted to just share with you all, and that is that in Halo 6, the Master Chief dies or is dead. Now, this is just a theory. I have some stuff to back it up. Maybe throw some couple ideas with you guys, and you can let me know in the comment section below. But this is what I came up with, and it's very interesting. So let me go ahead and share what I have here. So in the Halo 5 A Hero's Fall TV commercial, Master Chief is depicted to be dead. That he died on Meridian, October 27th, 2560. Right? So Meridian is the planet that you get to play in Halo 5 that's being, the governor is an AI, Governor Sloan, I believe. If spoilers alert, by the way, this video is filled with spoilers. But yeah, in Halo 5, you are Team Osiris and you are tracking down, or Blue Team, on that planet is the Governor Sloan, and he's an AI. And there's a whole bunch of stuff with Cortana and how Cortana basically struck a deal with him, saying, "Hey, I can, you can save your people. I just gotta activate the Guardian. You gotta go to orbit because the Guardian just like wrecks everything." And then the Covenant are invading and stuff. It's really crazy. But that's what Meridian is. On my first hearing of this trailer, I scuffed it off and went about my business, not feeling the need to view it because of the sheer fact I knew that Chief isn't dead. And if he were to die, it would not be in a commercial. It would be in a game or something like that, groundbreaking, because they would want to sell that, right? They wouldn't just show Chief actually dying in an actual commercial. I mean, they could show it, but it wouldn't actually be dead, that type of thing. So I have done some extensive research, and what I found was very interesting. So let me go ahead and show you guys. So, out of curiosity, I decided to view the trailer after a couple of days after I cleared the Halo 5 campaign, due to my friends and I discussing the very controversial story, and how I believe that all the Halo 5 trailers were hyping up a completely different story. Like how it made it look like Chief and Locke had a personal dispute against each other. Like this was something personal, not like just military type of UNSC stuff. Like, okay, John just went AWOL, let's go ahead and retrieve him back. How the Halo 5 campaign played out. But from all the trailers and all that stuff we were watching, it made it look like these two were like mortal enemies and that they would be putting against each other. I don't know, I got that feeling. And I was explaining to my friend, like, the story was done in a way where, like, there has to be more to this, and there's more back. I've been backpedaling the story. I've been playing the campaign multiple times to see if I've missed anything, and I have come up with a couple of theories, but I'll leave those for different videos. Right now, I just want to talk to you guys about how I decided to look more into the commercial itself and the subtle hints in the Halo 5 campaign. So I found some things in the campaign and in the commercials that I found very interesting.
We have just received confirmation from Meridian that on October 27th, 2560, Spartan 117, the man most commonly known as the Master Chief, died in the line of duty. Out of respect to those who may have lost loved ones.
So like I stated earlier in the video, the lady points out that the Master Chief has died on October 27th, 2560. Now, the Halo 5 campaign storyline takes place in the year 2558. That is 2 years apart, meaning that this is a foreshadowing element. The Master Chief is declared dead on exactly a year from when the game first starts in Halo 5. Now, why is this a thing? At the end of Halo 5, this is a spoiler, by the way, at the end of Halo 5, Cortana wanted to keep Chief and Blue Team in stasis, so to speak. They didn't call it stasis, they call it something else, but in a state of sleep, right? And Cortana wanted to do this for around 10,000 years, so that after those 10,000 years were done and she woke up Chief again, she could see, he could see all that Cortana has done. And what Cortana was trying to do in the story was just trying to bring eternal peace, right? She was trying to keep everything in check in the galaxy by using the Guardians. Guardians are really powerful beings created by the Forerunners that were able to quote unquote police govern solar systems, meaning keeping solar systems in check. So if anyone decided to fight back, those Guardians would smack them. And it was sort of an imperial kind of peace, and Chief was not against it, was not with that. I'm looking really hard into this, but I know it sounds really far-fetched that the Chief can die in Halo 6, and it kind of doesn't. At the same time, Halo 6 is set to be the last Halo game. Not the last Halo game, but the last in this saga that we're doing, the Promethean or Reclaimer saga, rather. And this is not the first time 343 has put random cryptic messages in their commercials. Like, look at, for example, the Halo 5 E3 2014 trailer. In the 2014 trailer, it was depicted that John was walking in this desert plain area, which was nowhere in Halo 5. And, you know, it got to a point where the wind kind of brushed his hood right off his helmet. You saw that this was Master Chief, and his visor was cracked. And my friend and I discovered, or were talking about this, that had to have taken place after Halo 5. And I say this because the crack on his helmet is strikingly similar, if not the same crack that Locke inflicted on Chief in their little skirmish battle that happened in the middle of Halo 5. It's the exact same crack, and it looks to me that the Master Chief was looking for the Guardian. The Guardian is not blue. It is not under the Cortana. It doesn't look like it's under Cortana's control. It looks like he was actually looking for this Guardian. This Guardian is either neutral, or he's under the control of Chief, or something like that. Which leads me to the next part of my little theory here I got going on. In the Master Chief commercial ad and the Spartan Locke commercial ad, they are both seen or depicted both on the floor, or, you know, vice versa. The roles are switched. First of all, you have Chief saying, "Is this what you wanted? Is this what you wanted to do?" And the whole city is destroyed, or whatever. And there's a statue of Master Chief, the hero. And then the roles are switched to where Locke is like, "Look what you've done. You know, I have to end you." And it's like a weird perspective. And in that trailer, Chief's visor is not cracked. Whether or not that was just meant to hype up Halo 5 is beyond me. I'm just gasping for ideas here. Chief is depicted to have a clean visor in that, so I believe that those events might happen either in between Halo 5 and Halo 6, or has happened after Halo 5, because in Halo 5 they didn't have any of the Chief did not look for a Guardian. He did not confront Locke or anything like that. And for those of you saying that those are just trailers that they always do, like the Halo Reach trailer that had Noble 6 throw a bomb into the Covenant thing, and it didn't happen in the game. Well, actually, these trailers are really storyboard trailers that they couldn't put in the game. And 343 has stated themselves that they wanted to tell a much bigger story that they couldn't tell in Halo 5. And the Halo Reach trailer, by the way, where Noble 6 is throwing the bomb in the Covenant, that is not the Noble 6 that you are. That is actually the previous Noble 6 member. This is also where Kat got her arm destroyed, if you didn't know that. So it was a prequel. This time 343, even though Bungie made that trailer, or that was when Bungie was over under control of Halo, 343 has kind of flipped the scale backwards, so to speak. So it leads me to believe that the events of Halo, that all the commercials and stuff, those events happen after Halo 5. And maybe after viewing the trailer where, Master Chief is announced dead, I don't think he's actually dead at that particular point. Whether he dies in Halo 6 or not, that's a different discussion for another day. But I believe that this has something to do with ONI, or ONI, propagandaing, is that even a word? Basically stating that the Master Chief is dead. Because I believe that in Halo 6, Chief is probably going to go completely rogue. This is what I strongly believe. He's going to go completely rogue, in this one he went AWOL just because he wanted to go rescue Cortana himself, and they considered that him absent without leave, and that's cool, whatever. They made it look like, or we were all led to believe that it was a much bigger thing. But this is where the theory comes in. I believe that everything that they were hyping up, and the story, and the Chief being a traitor, and all this stuff for Hunt the Truth, that it's all just leading up to the events of Halo 6. Halo 6 is going to be the thing that makes Chief look like a traitor, or what have you. And I believe that all the commercials we saw up to now was all just a foreshadowing of what is to come. Halo 5 was literally the bridge. And that's why it probably disappointed a lot of people, because they were expecting some kind of blockbuster story between these two individuals, Locke and Chief, but it wasn't that. And seeing from the commercials and just how it was built up, Hunt the Truth, it made it just look like the Chief himself was acting out his own will and acting crazy, is lack for a better word. But that wasn't the case in Halo 5. So this is just giving me more firepower to believe that in Halo 6, Chief is actually going to do something like this. He's probably going to actually go crazy, or get control of a Guardian or something. I don't know. Like I said, the Halo 5 trailer, the 2014 E3 trailer, is very interesting once you've played Halo 5, because you see the Guardian there that is not under Cortana's control, yet Chief still has the Cortana chip in his hand. Maybe he still wants to save Cortana, he doesn't want to fight her in the ending battle of Halo 6. And just to kind of avoid more spoilers, but at the end of Halo 5, Cortana looks to be a grand galactic scale threat. She has turned most of humanity's AIs against them, or to join them, or join Cortana's forces, because she has a cure for rampancy, basically making all AIs immortal, and she has control of a Halo ring. That is what is led to believe at the end of Halo 5, the legendary ending, I believe. It's led to believe that she either can activate it, or she can somehow have connections, or what have you. I think that might be a last resort type of thing, where she might use the Halo ring as a way to blackmail, or to kind of make everyone stand down, and then Chief is going to probably have to stop her at that point. Or maybe he's going to have to call the help of a Guardian, because he wants to go against orders from the UNSC. I don't know. There's a lot of theories I have on this particular thing, but I just want to point this out to you guys. If you have anything else to share with me, please leave it in the comment section below. This is mostly for people who have already completed the campaign. If you haven't completed the campaign and I spoiled stuff for you, I'm very sorry. I gave you a warning. Anyways, guys, I'll be sure to do more of these in the future, because it was very interesting kind of developing, or kind of thinking about the story, because I was looking at Halo 5 and I was like, wow, 3 for 3, this kind of story is typical for a Halo game, but the backstory and the lore to it was a little disappointing. But until I started looking more into it, and the commercials that was being advertised for this game, all the Halo commercials for each game that's about to come out, some way, shape, or form connects to the story. We've seen this ever since, Halo 3 really was just kind of just showing, the Halo, how the graphics look and stuff, and, the Wraith thing. It was kind of showing, like, the new abilities and whatever, what have you. But everything after, I think, ODST shows some kind of key element in the story that affected it in some shape or form. So this is where I'm at, and I just want to hear what you guys think. I have more theories about stuff like this in the future. Let me know in the comment sections below what you guys think. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.